Good evening, everyone. We'll start the meeting. We'll take the presentations. Okay, so right now we have Abhijit. You can start your presentation, Abhijit.
Yes, sir.
Is there a problem you're facing?
Sir, wait, sir. Just a minute. My screen is visible, sir.
Your screen is visible. You can start.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is visible. You can start.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir. Good evening. My name is Abhijit Rahane. I am from web developer batch, February 2023. And the project name is Real-Time Stock Market Data Web Application. And my task name is Overview of Project Synopsis. The introduction about the real-time stock market data web application is we have to use this is a full stack web application that allows investors to track real-time stock market data in an easy to understand format. It is visible, sir.
Okay, Abhijit. So whenever you get disconnected, okay, you have to start from the very start again. Okay. So start the presentation from the start. Very start.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir. My name is Abhijit Rahane. I am from web developer group batch, February
At
2020.
the same time,
Project.
your screen is not visible, Abhijit. Uh, do share your screen.
Okay, sir. It is visible, sir.
Yes, it is visible. Now you can start again. Okay. You don't have to say any good evening or anything. You can just start by my name is Abhijit Rahane and all. Okay.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir. My name is Abhijit Rahane. I am from web developer group batch 2023 February batch. The project name is real-time stock market data web application, and task name is overview of the project synopsis. First of all, the introduction to real-time stock market data web application. It is a full stack web application. It is a real-time. The project name was real-time stock market data web application. It is a full stack web application that allows investors to track real-time stock market data in easy to understand format. The web application pulls real-time stock market data from APIs and displays stock prices, volume, market trends, and other information. In which the project is display the stock prices, volumes, and market trends that and other information that investors need to track their investment. The web application has features such as user authentication and security to ensure that user is data protected. The main purpose of the project is security, because everyone want to secure their data. So this application also one of the main features, that is security and authentications of user is most important in this project. In the real-time stock market data web application is an application designed to provide users with up-to-date information on stock market data. The application utilizes APIs to fetch real-time data on various stocks and display them on user-friendly web interface. That is display the various stocks data or APIs, which is fetched by API from the net or Google. We have to fetch the data of real-time data on and it is display on the user's board through the this application. It is a user-friendly to user, and it is user-friendly web interface. The application was developed using technologies such as Python, Flask, HTML, and CSS JavaScript. This is the languages we have to use in the project. This is the introduction. The next one is the key features of the real-time stock data market data. The first is real-time stock market data. In the web, this project, the web application pulls the real-time stock market data from APIs and displays stock prices, volume, market trends, and other information. This is the one key features of project. Second one is user authentication and security. In the web application, the web application has features such as user authentication and security to ensure that user's data is protected. This is the main goal of this project, because security is most important. Third one is easy to understand format. This is application one is very easy to understand. The web application displays stock market data in easy to understand format, making it easier for investors to track their investment. This is the main, one of the key features of this project. The another one is responsive design. The web application is designed to responsive, making it easy to use on different devices, because website is also responsive, because multiple we have to use in Android system also. So it is responsive, and we can easily use in different devices or different platform. That these four are key features of the project. The next is technology. We have to use front-end technology like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. We have to use this for front-end technology in this project. And the backend technology using Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB. We have to use this technology in this project at a backend side. And APIs use the Alpha, Vantage, and Vantage API and News API. We have to use this API to build this project, and this technology like front-end, backend, and API also. The main challenges of this project. The main challenge of this project will be pull real-time stock market data from API. We have to pull the real-time stock market data from the API and display it in easy to understand format. It is a most important factor in this project. Another challenge is to implement user authentication and security features to protect user data. It is also challenges to the using this project. That's challenges. Next one is description of the project. In the real-time stock market data web application is a project aimed to providing users with up-to-date information. It is a web application to aim to provide user with up-to-date information. We have to take a user from API. We have to take data from user API and it is up-to-date information on the stock market data. The application will utilize API to fetch real-time data on various stocks and display them on the web interface. The application will have user-friendly interface with features such as search functionality, real-time updates, and data visualization. This is the three main parts in this project. That is the search functionality, real-time updates, and data visualization tools, which are used in this project. The project will involve several components, including data fetching and storage, web development, and user interface design. The backend will be developed using technology such as Python, Flask. This is I have to tell. While the front end will be developed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, we have to also React.js. The application will also utilize database management, such as MySQL or MongoDB. We have to use one of them to store and manage the data of real-time stock market data web application. The main features of the application will include the real-time stock prices, historical data and analysis, personalized watch list, and real-time own news updates. We have to fetch this overall data from the API, like news API. There are multiple APIs, but we have to use news API to fetch the news updates. The application will also include interactive charts, graphs to help user. You have to use charts and graphs to visualize the data, uh, data visualization. You visualize the stock trends and make informed decision. The next is overall the real-time stock market data web application will provide user with one-stop shop for all their stock market data needs. One stop shop for all their stock market data needs, where whether they are investors, traders, or just interested in following the stock market. The application will provide real-time data and analysis to help users make informed decision. We have to make decision that is informed to the user. This is the description. Next one is the objective of the project. The main objective of the real-time stock market data web application are as follow. First one is provide real-time data on various stocks to user. We can provide the real-time data on this website to various stocks to user. The second one is allow user to analyze historical data and make informed decision. We have to take that historical data and also provide the information about decisions and what the user can take decision from this historical data. Provide the third one is provide personalized watch list and real-time news updates. We have to also use the news API from the fetching the news, what the trending or what the stock market is going on. The fourth one is utilize interactive charts and the graphs to help user visualize stock trends. Here we have to display the charts and graphs also to visualize the stock trends to user. This is the objective of the project. The next one is methodology. The methodology of this project. The real-time stock market data web application was developed using the following methodology. We have four methodology taken. We have to first is requirement gathering. First one, the team gathered the requirement from stakeholders to determine the features and functionality required in the application. We have to first take the requirement from the stakeholders to determine the features and functionality required in this application. The second one is design. The team designed the application user interface, database schema, and application architecture. The design is one of the best part to team. We have to design first the user interface and database schema. before we can start the project, we have to display user interface or create user interface or database schema and application architecture. This is the design part. Then third one is development. We have to development in the development team. The team developed the application backend using Python and Flask.
Abhijit, you can continue from where you left off.
Okay, sir. Sir, this is the methodology.
Please share the screen as well.
Okay, sir. Sir, it is visible.
Yes, that is visible. Continue.
In the real-time stock market data web application, the methodology is used in this project. In the real-time stock market data web application was developed using the following methodology. First is the requirement gathering. We have to first gather the information from the stockholders to determine the features and functionality to required in this application. We have to take first requirement from the users or also stockholders to determine the features and functionality required in this application. First is task. This is task is done. Then it will be going to the design methodology. In the design part, the team designed the application user interface like database schema and application architecture user interface. This is the main part to the project. We have to design. Then we have to go to the development part. Then the team developed the application backend using Python and Flask, the front end using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it will be store the database like MySQL or MongoDB to store and manage the data. And fourth one is the testing. It is the main part. The team tested the application functionality to ensure that it met the requirement and was bug free. This is the most important part because every software required to bug free. There is no issue or bug are remaining in the software or applications also. This is the methodology. Next one is the result. The real-time stock market data web application was successfully developed and tested. When we have to take this methodology or then given the result on this real-time stock data web application, when it is successfully developed and tested, the application provides real-time data on various stocks, historical data analysis, and personalized watch list and real-time news updates. We have to take that as from APIs, or also we can display the overall project on front end and back end also. We have to use different technology like Python, Flask, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js also from front end, and back end we can use database MySQL or MongoDB. And this application also include interactive charts and graphs to help user visualize stock trends. And this application also include interactive charts and graphs. We have to take on the charts and graphs also display to the user. That is one of the best part in this application. User visualize the stock trends. This is the result of this project. And the last one is a conclusion of the synopsis. The real-time stock market data web application is an effective tool for investors, traders, and those interested in the following stock market. It is a most effective tool for the investors, traders, and where stock market also. The web application provides users with real-time data and analysis to help them make informed decision. Future improvements to the applications will include the addition of machine learning algorithms to provide the personalized recommendations to user. This is the conclusion of the project. The real-time stock data market data web application is an effective tool. We have to the investor the tool is used investors also, traders also investor, traders, and also where interesting users also use this stock market web application. And this is the conclusion and the synopsis over. Thank you, sir. This is the real-time stock data market web application synopsis.
Okay, so the presentation is over, correct?
Okay, sir. Another presentation is also remaining, sir. One is.
Okay, you can start another presentation.
The second one is real-time stock data market web applications. Project name is same, but task is different. Where we can create one project timeline. We have to create the timeline for the project. We have to display here the arrow like this time limit, time of process, time specification, and we have to implement when we can change the project timeline. We have to set the flag where we have to change that date of or timeline of the project. First, introduction to React.js, where we can complete the this introduction to React.js in a week. First, half of week. We have to complete both tasks in a week first, like introduction to React.js, setting of the development environment. These both tasks are completed in week first. We have to given this arrow to the first task. Then second task we have to completed. This is the time requirement, timeline specification. We can styling the application. It is a very important part in this application. We have to take more time to styling the application, like CSS also and HTML also, React.js. We have to style the application. How to design the application? It is take more time, so we can give the long array where we can start in week first also, and completing in week third also. This is the timeline time specification. In the implementing user authentication, we can use in week second, and we have to here is we can change the timeline, the Gantt chart of this project also, and the pulling data from the API. It is when we can use API like news API, the overall data will be displayed on the data project, and it will be take more time also. We have to started this work as like week second, and it is a timeline ending in week fourth. So in the displaying data on the front end, we have to take less time to the display the data, because we have to pulling the all the information from the API, and it will be only displaying in week third. We have to only half of week we can complete this task in project. And next is adding search functionality. We have to add the search functionality in the real-time stock market data web application. We have to take also half week, and where we can use time of process when it will be testing and debugging. We have to test and debug the software or also project. We have to take more time to removing the bugs and uh, errors from the web application. It will take more time. We have to give the long time array. We have to check the overall project when the testing and debugging. Then next is implementing data visualization. It will be the next month. We have to start the work on the implementing data visualization, and it will be also half of week. We can complete this task and like half of week. Then it will here is also given the flag. We have to change the uh, timeline. Also we have to change timer process for this project. And next is handling error and edge cases. We have to take, it will also take more time, and it will complete half of week and take more time for that. The building the backend, it will also take more time, and it will take more time for the timer process. And backend we have to use uh, database and fetching the data, storing the data and displaying the data to the user. This is the long process to the displaying the data, creating the backend for the project. And it will also here is the also changing the timeline for the project. Then next, creating APIs, it will take a half of week. We have to complete this task at the half of week of the month second. And here is also changes are made. Integrating news API, where we can use news API from the sketch. We have to half of the week. Here is also use half of week for the completing this task. And implementing real-time updates. It will take when we can work on real-time updates, then it will be also take more time when we displaying the this half of week second and whole of the third week. We have to complete this task in this time period. Then next is optimizing performance. We have to take performance of the web application. It will take also uh, weeks fourth, and it will we have to set flag where we can uh, complete this task. And the last one is deploying the application. uh, then the last is most important, that is deploy on the server. We have to display the sites on everywhere, every server. We have to deploying the application where it will check also testing, debugging or error free software. It will deploy on the server when the user can check from week second, first month second, or week first. We can, it is a time of process. We have to this complete the at the last of the stage of the development. And this is a Gantt chart we have to created for the real-time stock data market web application. Thank you, sir. These two tasks having done.
Okay, so Abhijit, first was the overview of the project synopsis, second was the project timeline, correct?
Okay, sir.
I'm asking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So firstly, the project synopsis. In project synopsis, all the introductions and everything that you were explaining, you were reading from the PPT itself. Those slides had all the content that you were reading. What I want you to do from the next presentations onwards is try to summarize those points, like how you were highlighting the things in your slides. You are highlighting some points, correct? Some important points that you want highlighted. So those important points needs to be gathered together, and those points are key points.
Yes, sir.
I only need those points on the presentations. And if see, we all cannot remember all the data ourselves. I understand. So what you do is you create a note, a Word document. In that You put all the data, but don't put it on the presentation itself. Put the key points in the presentation, then you read the data while presenting on the Word document itself. Okay, so you open the Word document screen on one side, you start the presentation for another, or you can open it in your mobile, and then you can read it from the mobile so that it will look that you are getting things out of your head from these key points. Because we need to train in such a way that in a professional environment while you're presenting, you will not be able to look at your slides and say things to the presentators, correct? So you will have to have key points which will make you remember what is the agenda.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that is one
Okay.
point. Second is try to include reference slides into your presentations. Okay, so you have included the first slide where you have told everything what was required. That is good. Try to include a reference slide, and with every project try to fabricate a story, a small story. So you will ask what is a story and how do I fabricate it. So if the story is an example, real life example of why the project is used. So if you say overview of the project synopsis, that is real time market data web application, uh, that overview, you need to give a story regarding an example in real life, any creative example that you think of your head, and give a story, a small story at the start of your presentation. This will get you more marks and it will create a flow of your presentation that everyone will be interested in to know, because they'll know the outcome of your project before you even start your presentation through that story. Okay.
Okay, sir. I
Mm,
will try next time.
yeah, and the project timeline was it was well prepared. You had explained everything in the project timeline. Just at the very start of the project timeline, just put 2 3 slides. You could have put 2 3 slides of what is a project timeline. How do we decide these project timelines? What, why, how? These 2 3 questions, they need to be answered, and then you can skip on to these. Okay, so that people get a more clearer idea of the project timelines, how they operate. Even though this is a made up project timeline, in the sense you have already made this project timeline and you're explaining it. That is fine. How you made this project timeline is also needed in that presentation. Okay.
This is my first time, sir.
Okay, I understand. This is your first time. Then for the next presentations itself, try to remember these
Yes,
points.
sir. I will
Okay.
try.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, one is remaining, sir. One presentation.
Okay. One more presentation is remaining. You can start then.
Sir, it is visible.
No, your previous presentation is visible.
Sir, I will share it. Sir, it is visible now.
Yeah, it is visible now. SRS document, yes, it is. You can start.
Sir, this is the first task when I am just started this internship. Because this my name is Abhijit Rahane, and the task name is TM Web Application. That is on TM Web App. The software requirement specification, we have to include this Word document. Here is the introduction part. We have to gather some information from the users. We have to take introduction. A software requirement specification is a document that describe what the software will do and how it will be expected to perform. It also describes the functionality and needs to fulfill the needs of stakeholders. We have to create the software requirement specification document for the describe the functionality of product, what will be the fulfill and needs of the stakeholders. We can gather that information in the requirement process, this document, and it will be uh, uh, required for this document. In the document, the purpose of the document to develop web application that aids hospital to converting manual process into digital process. It also helps to develop personalized plans for patients patients and enable fast and reliable communication between stakeholders. The main purpose of
Abhijit, your internet connection is getting good, and that's
uh,
why I'm not able to hear your voice.
We have to many of hospital that is the that process is on manually. We have to also help
Abhijit, uh, do one thing now. Come tomorrow with the same presentation as far as document, okay? Do pay attention to your internet connection at that time. Okay, I understand that you're having problem today. Uh, I can take it now, but this will happen again and again, and it is we don't know when it might happen. So the presentation will go on like this, okay? So I want you to get it solved, get it resolved from tomorrow, okay? And give me the presentation tomorrow itself for SRS.
sir, it's fine now.
You have disconnected 2-3 times, man. That's what I'm saying. Because these recordings are going to be viewed by professionals.
Okay, sir.
So that's why I want your recording to be nice so that you don't disconnect again and again, man.
Okay,
Okay?
sir. Last time, sir.
Okay, you can start again.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, screen is visible.
You need to share your screen.
And third one, we have to use scope.
Start it from the very start, Abhishek.
Okay,
Okay?
sir.
Yes.
First is we have to take software requirement specification document for TM web application. My name is Abhijit Rahane, and task name is TM web application. The first one is the introduction to SRS document for TM web application. The SRS document is document that describe what software will do and how it will be expected to the perform, and it also describe the functionality and product need to fulfill the needs of all stakeholders. We have to create the software requirement specification for the gathering the information from the stakeholders and working on that work, and it will be provide the functionality to product needs to fulfill the needs what they want in the project. It will be take in the SRS document. The next is the purpose, the to develop a web application that aids hospital to converting manual process into digital process. It also helps to develop personalized plans for patients and enable fast and reliable communication between stakeholders. This is the main purpose we have to develop this web application. That is also develop personalized plans for patients and also enable fast and reliable communication between stakeholders. The third one is the scope. The web application aims to digitize the manual process used in the hospital. Chefs, patients, and doctors can now collaborate and communicate more effectively thanks to software. The application's primary goal is enhance patient healthcare by enabling physicians to create tailored meal regimens for individual based on their medical problems. This is the scope of this TM application. The second one is the stockholders. Then from the patient side, allowed to from the patient side, patient allowed to book appointment and fill requirement details to receive evaluation and personalized meal plans for the health. And the doctor side, doctor allow to doctor study, report, and collaborate with patients and chefs to provide more reliable and fast service. And the chefs allow chefs to collaborate with doctors and patients to prepare personalized diet foods which ensure patient health. This is the stakeholders uh, data. This is the functional requirement we have to use in TM project. The first one is patient appointment. This project allows patient to book an appointment form. Patient will have to fill all details, and doctors will be get medical history and other relevant data for that patient had filled. First, patient can fill the form on this TM web application, and the doctor can view the form of patients, and it will get medical history from that from this application, and it will be get work on that data, and it will check whatever patients is the next is the diet plan. First, doctor will make a diet plan for patient, and that diet plan can be seen through this application. In this application, the diet plan also included, and it will display the overall diet for patient when doctor say that to perform that diet. The application connect doctors, patients, and cooks, ensuring that patient receive the proper diet according to their medical condition. It will be also included in this application. We have to connect it with doctors, patients, and cook also. That is, we have to summarize these three parts in different sections. The third one is patient record management. In this application, we have to also provide tool to record patient data and history. The application provides doctors with access to patient history, diagnosis, medication, and other relevant data. We have to store the record of a patient. That is the most important factor in this application, because when which patient is come in hospital or also come in hospital, and what data he will fill in form, it will be display, and it will be stored in database also, like using MySQL database. In fourth type, non-functional requirement, this here security. The security is very important. Patient data should be secure. It is the most important factor in this application, because every every person want to secure her him data. We web app should be able to protect the patient data. The application should use encryption to ensure that patient data is safe and secure. This is the security, and the performance in the app should be able to handle to large number of patient data. It is the performance of this system, because large amount of data will be stored in this application. Uh, and the next one is requirement of high priority. Then patient evaluation, it is a requirement of this application. Patient evaluation is primary priority. Without it, doctors cannot proceed further. It is patient evaluation. Then it will be customized diet plans. The application must provide doctors with the ability to create customized diet plans based on patient medical condition. It is a check its medical condition of a patient. It will provide the diet plan from this application. And the next is security. It is a very important. Patient data should be secure. Web app should be able to protect the patient data. The application should use encryption to ensure that patient data is safe and secure. The next one is performance. This is performance. The app should be able to handle to large number of patient data. And usability. This is the usability is also a crucial requirement as the applicant. Application must be easy to use and navigate. The application should provide clear instruction and help to user, ensuring that they can use application without any difficulty. It is usability of this application. Here is the some possible use cases scenario for the web application. We have to doctor evaluates patient and creates diet plan. It will also define above. It will check cook prepares. It will check doctor views and patient records. It will check admin manages system in settings. The administrator logs in the web application manage system settings, adds or remove users and monitor system performance. It will take from admin side. And reporting and analysis. The web application generates reports and analytics for the doctors and administrator to analyze patient data, identify trends and make informed decision. Then the data requirement for this application that it will use user data, that then diet plan data, then communication data and reporting analysis data. This type of data we can use in this application. And the testing requirement, we can use unit testing, you can use system testing and security testing. It will check unit testing is required to test individual unit of code such as a function and methods. This testing ensure that each unit works correctly as expected. It will check unit testing for this application, also check system testing and security testing. The next is timeline of project. It will check planning and analysis. The phase involves understanding the requirement of web application, defining the scope and creating detailed project plan. This plan can take around 2 to 4 weeks. We have to create timeline for this project. And first is the planning and analysis. It will get the information from the stockholders and it will define the scope and creating details project plan. The next one is design and development. In this phase involve designing the user interface, creating the database schema, and developing the code for the web application. And it will take the time around 8 to 12 weeks. And this is the actual work on this project. This is the development, and it will check the next is testing and quality assurance. This phase involve testing the web application, identifying the fixing bugs, and ensuring that the application meets all requirements. This phase can take around 4 to 6 weeks. And the next one is the development and maintenance. This phase involve developing the web application to production environment, monitoring its performance, and providing ongoing maintenance and supports. This phase can take around 2 to 4 weeks. This is the development and maintenance. We have to take this as a 2 to 4 weeks. We have to take for this development and maintenance. And the purpose of this TM project, we have to take online doctor appointment is a smart web application. This provide registration and login for both doctors and users. Doctors can register by giving his necessary details like timing, fees, etc. After successful registration, the doctor can log in by giving username and password. And we have also login with the user for giving login ID and password. The doctor can view the booking request by users, and if he accept the user request, the status will be shown as booking confirmed to the user. Doctor can easily handle the patient data from the one click. You have to just one click, it will be a confirm request will be sent to the user or patient. That shown is booking confirmed to the user. If doctor can confirm the seat for the patient, then it will be send the message to the user. He can also view the feedback given by the users. The user must be registered and log into book doctor. And user can also register on this application and log in and also book the doctor in this using this application. The search result will be show the list of doctors matching users required criteria, and he can select one and send the request. Their request will be forwarded to admin, and admin forward to doctor. This is the process to work with this application. It will directly go to the admin, and admin forward the to the doctors. User want to when user want to which doctor he want, then it will be select the doctor and send the request to the doctor. So, and when confirmation is request back to admin, the admin update the booking request and says confirm to user. It will work like admin in between both user and patient. The booking request and says confirm to user. The user can view the status on status tab, and also he will get the mail saying the booking is confirmed. It will also receive the mail, one of the mail from the doctor side. admin side, and then it having show the status of this booking. It will also confirm or not confirm. And the system overview. There is a three main module in this automated doctor consulting system. They are admin. We have to first is admin, doctor, and users. Then it will have admin. Admin needs to log in with username and password. This is the admin panel. We have to admin's task. It can be view doctor, view customer, view appointment, view feedback, and log out also. We have to log in, and login credential is also provided to this admin uh, from this TM web application. And the next one is a doctor. It is need to register. Doctor need having to register by giving the necessary detail like experience, timing, fees, etc. It having provide the information about these parts where doctor want. Then it will be registered to need login and home screen. Can view the basic functionality. Doctor can able to see the respective appointment taken. Doctor should fairly know about the uses of the system. Doctor having know about this system, he can view the user request forwarded from the admin. If admin can send the request, forward the request of a patient to the doctor, then doctor can view the request, view that request, and it will give the feedback to the admin, and admin can get feedback to the user, and the user can needs to register. It will check also credential to login. User having also credential to the login in this application, and it will based on the doctor availability. The admin will confirm the booking request and send to the mail that the booking is confirmed, and he can show the view in the status, and it can also give the feedback based on performing the doctors. It will also give the feedback to the doctor where the user patient can uh, confirm the doctor, and it will check also using patient can view the details of itself, book the appointment, view the booking, cancel the booking, and search doctor. And it's also credential for the logout. And the next is online appointment overview. It in this application, it having homepage, admin login page, and we have to add, delete, update, and modify records in this application. First is a homepage. It shows the basic view of application, view page, and list of the modules. Admin login page. It will in this page, admin can log by in giving username and password. After the successful login, the application is shown the admin homepage in which the basic functionality is shown. The next is add, delete, update, and modify records. Admin can add the doctors, view users, view appointment, view feedback. And first is add doctor, view user, view appointment, view feedback, and add walk-in users. This is the adding and add, update, and delete, modify functionality in this TMA application. Then user details. In user, you can user registration process, user login, and book appointment, cancel booking, and view booking also. And it will check, give the feedback of user. This is the user form, user side. And then doctor detail, we can log in doctor, then check appointment, and the view the user details. This is the TM web application. Just we have to create a SRS document that is needed to for creating this TM web application. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so Abhijit, firstly, the TM web application SRS document needs to be presented in a PPT format. This is your SRS document, correct? Now this needs to be in the demo. Okay, so from next time onwards, remember whatever your task is that you have made is a demo. Okay, it will be in the demonstration part of it. Firstly, you need to explain the task for SRS documents. You can say what is an SRS document, how is it used, how is it taken to the customer, how do we get requirements from the customer, who takes it from the customer, how it is regulated throughout the organization, or how it is passed on to the whole organization, and those you need to explain a lot of things about the SRS document first, so that anyone who's watching, firstly, they'll understand what is an SRS document, and then show your demo. That is your project. Then you don't have to read every component in your project. You can read the main functionalities of the project. So in this, you didn't have to read introduction, purpose, and all. You could just read what are the doctor requirements. So he had pages, TM web app pages he required, for what pages, what was the requirement, and those things you can just gloss over those things. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Please put your email ID in the chat. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You can improve, Abhijit. There's no question to it. From next presentations onwards, okay, try to understand. Firstly, I need to explain this, and then I'll start with my demo. Okay. Thank you. You can
Sir, can
stop
I
now.
stop? Okay,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Do share your email ID in the chat.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Next, we have Raju Jakkani.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, man. You can start your presentation.
Share minutes. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, man, it is visible. You can start.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Raju Jakkani. I am from Web Developer Group. Today I am going to present the presentation on the real-time stock market web application. My topic name is Overview of the Project Synopsis. So, first of all, going to deep in this topic. First, we will understand what is stock market. A stock market is a platform where publicly people trade and buy the shares of the company at a lowest price, and after the cost increases of the shares for the stocks, the peoples or the traders used to sell it on the higher rate and get a profit margin, is known as the stock market. uh, Dear investor, when when you buy a share of a company stock, you own a small part of the company and can potentially earn return on your investment through dividends or by selling the shares at a higher price than you paid for them. Here, the companies used to share for investors to buy or sell the shares. Uh, for example, here is a graph of the shares where we can see the how many of them died at what cost it has ended. Now we are going to see what is a real time stock market web application. A real time stock market web application is a website or a web based software that provides us the information of the stock market at the exact time at the 5 minutes prior, at what time we want to see at that. This type of application allows user to monitor and analyze the data at, of the stocks, view charts and graphs, and get the information such that when to buy the stocks, when to sell the stocks, and etc. Uh, the real-time stock web application is typically uses API, application programming interface, which is used to connect to various financial data sources and exchange market to retrieve live stock data, news, and other financial information, which is used to which is make easy to understand people that to buy the stocks, sell the stocks, what are the shares prices now, what is if it is less, what to do, if it is more, what to do, etc. This information is then displayed to users through intuitive and user-friendly interfaces. Uh, so, what is an API? An API is an application program interface which is a set to define rules that enable different applications to communicate with each other. It acts like a third-party application which is used to transfer the information between systems, letting companies open their application data and functionalities to external developers. It is a third-party application which is used in between the stock market trading apps and the users who are using it. It is a document or a standard that describes how to build or use such a connection or interface is called an API specification. Next, real-time stock web application. Many real-time stock web application also offer advanced features such as stock alerts, customization, watch list details, markets analysis tools, or helps user to track predict market movements. Sometimes it used to set alarm to when to buy and when to sell the stocks. What are the which stocks are have more value, which has a less value, what are the stocks which we have to buy and sell, and which, what are the shares which we can handle it properly, which we cannot, which should not be bought, and etc. This application can be accessed from any device with an internet connection, making it convenient for users to keep up with a stock market while on the go. Uh, This is an example of the stock market graph. Here we can see the graph of the AAPL stock. Here it gives the cylindrical bar graph. Now let's understand what is the candlestick graph. It is candlestick graph is as a visual representation of the size of the price fluctuation of the stocks which has been sold or bought, etc. Traders use these charts to identify patterns and gets near them direction to the direction of price. As this graph helps, as as you can see, there are several horizontal bars on candles that form this chart. Each candle has three parts: body, upper shadow, and lower shadow. From the body of upper shadow, we can predict that what is the price. If the price of the stock is high, the upper shadow means the line of this bar is more than the lower one. You can see in the graph. Here we can see if here the upper line is more, means upper shadow is more. So the cost of this stock is very high. So we can sell here at a time. And here it shows the less. So we should not sell at a time. From here we can identify at what time we have to sell and what time we have to not sell. Uh, Here I have created a small web application through which we can understand. Here I have created a web application using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Here I have first taking the input of stock symbols such as Amazon, Flipkart, Google, Tesla, or etc. And I have created a script such that I can get. I have used the API of. I have used the API and get the API key and entered here, and by the symbol I can get it last at what price the stock has closed now. Here is a website. Here we can enter any one. For example, I'm going to enter the Amazon stock, and we can check here at what price the stock has closed. Here it shows 102.5700 dollars. At this price, the stock has closed today. Here I have also created a graph chart from where we can also confirm. Here also I have used the API from the trading view. Here we can click on it and select which stock we want. For example, we want Amazon stock. So here we can search Amazon and we will get the stock of the Amazon. And here it shows this same rate 1010.x dollars. Also, uh, I have created a graph such that here we can see at what time it is we can say sell, at what time we can buy. For example, that here 1 minute before we can sell it, at 5 minutes before we should not buy, we should sell strongly, it will show, and many more. We can see 1 hour later, 2 hour later, 1 day later, 1 week later, etc. At 1 week later, it shows the buy. So from here, we can predict that at what time we can buy, we can sell, and etc. These are the application I have made by using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. From here, I have taken the references. If anyone have any questions, they can ask. Else, thank you.
Okay, so Raju, the presentation was interesting. You had good demos of your presentation. But is it possible for you to get all of these? So you had the selling and not selling meter on one document. You had different levels of chart at what time the stock price is going up and coming down. And on the different website, you had to put the sigils of different stock options, correct? So can you try to get them into the same document or website? You have made
Actually,
three.
I have made the single website, but I just not have kept the buttons.
Okay,
Just I have
okay,
to connect.
okay,
Actually, my Vivas was going on, so I have just not kept the buttons.
okay.
That was a pending task.
No, no, this is also fine. So most of the presentations don't even have a demo for this. Okay, so that is fine. Other than that, man, try to summarize those key information. So I understand that it was the overview of Project Synopsis. So you had to have some information in these PPT slides, but try to uh, reduce that information to key points, because those key points, you can have those information in the Word document itself. You can read from the Word document, but don't keep it on the PPT itself. Try to keep the
Okay.
try to keep the key points, and then you can cross-reference those key points with the Word document, and then you can read those Word document data in the presentation. That is fine. Okay. That was all from. Everything else was fine. The demo was really good. So it was a good presentation from your side, Raju. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You can stop your screen recording. Okay, so we will conclude the meeting today. I think no more people are joining. Thank you for your presentations, guys. Have a good evening.